Meghalaya adokni Chief Minister Conrad Sangma roster system ni bidengo rakapa chanchiani ongenga ane sombar salo agananga ha. Chenga yani bidengo kamrangko chanchie e kaenga baksana plak team member rangmeng official rangmeng chanchirmani ko dakinga maina iade ramram chanchie e kam ko kaani ongja ane Chief Minister Conrad Sangma agana ha. Una agrebeya antini gisepon chenga plak surkari mengan kumongi meeting kong atna chanchienga aro gemek isuni gemenani roke kamko kagen eneba agananga ha. Maina nanggepa lekkarangko dokumen rangko aro courtni order rangko nangani gemen somai rangko ruuten nanggen eneba Chief Minister aganda pangaha. BPP ni State Reservation Policy ko nipel taichina dabiani bidengo aganingon sakantian antangtangni opinion ko agana wani bidengo cengamamung ko ba aganjawa Mainayan demokrasi niamo donga neba Chief Minister akananga ha. Winter capital ko tura o dabiengani bidengo aganingon angapangnan bebera aro na mengisko masya ya plak isurangan economic development non nangyaya unigaman economic development ko matnade banga chorang donga neba aganda paha. Winter capital bajeba plakan economic development ko dakna matna ketasan unga ne akanaha unigaman ya dabiani rang donga aro government wa policy rang ni bidengo na men masya neba Chief Minister akananga ha.
We are in fact just working on that, and we are discussing with all our team members, our officials. We all have to appreciate that this is a very complicated subject. We also have to appreciate that it is a very sensitive subject. This is affecting a lot of people. So hence, we need to ensure that while we try to resolve this issue and move forward, we need to take all stakeholders on board. And hence, the process of discussion and consultation will start. We will be soon calling the meeting. Within this week itself, we'll be having an internal meeting of the government, and it will take some time for us to go through all the documentation paper, the court orders, the proper interpretation of all of that. And after the discussion takes place, we will expand it further to political parties, then we'll further expand it to stakeholders, and then after taking everybody on board, then we will figure out how we should move forward. So it's a very sensitive topic. We have to look at all the aspects. We have to look at the court order. We have to look at different issues that are there. Once we look at all of that, and once we consult with all the stakeholders, then we will take the appropriate decision. I've always believed, and I've always been very clear in my mind, that all these issues that we see when in social issues that we are seeing, these are all related to economic development. So therefore, there are many ways to get economic development, and people feel in certain regions that having a winter capital or others will allow the economic development and policy making to come in. So therefore, these demands have been there. Government has been very clear in its policy that we have been very, very development oriented. We have been working at ensuring that we are able to push the private sector, entrepreneurship. So we are hopeful that these aspects also will allow us to move towards the ultimate objective of having overall development.
Shillong Songjilmao Courtyard Marriott Hotel salgnina ang ating space economy leaders meet ni ng otokbi mga ni kong atanyo G20 Serpa Amitabh Khan Northeastern Region ni ng Development Space Technology Center kong at nagata namgapa biap tamsa unga ne agananga ha. Ya center ko doon ni magsongan ya rari pengpa sal sumayrango space sector ko abachingat nagata kam ko kaanyo dalbe pa surkari ni chansi suwani bewarang ko India asongna black tapatani onggen ane kan GS Presidency of India Courtyard Marriott Hotel Space Economy Leaders meet ni tumbi monganyo Kobor tumgaparang na parakanga ha. Gependam recabunga asong baya space sector ko aba chingataniyo India asong na chakpani ko ninga ne wa aganangan baksana space sector ko aba chingatingon anteng kamrang ko kaanyo maikai asong na namgapa dakchakani ko ra panaman gen aru warang ko maikai chakalgen ya plak kamrang ko niroke kamrang ko kana gatanang gen ene uwa aganda pangaha. Ya kam ko abachingatan niyo India song bagapan songrang gata dengtang gadang na suktuanga gata antang tangni kamrang ko ni pleya gatal gapa kam ko abachingatan niyo sokna gata matgen kamrang ko ni roke khatna gata nanggen ne uwa aganang kuaha. G20 songrang ni ya kam ko abachingatan ni muksongan ya rari baing gapa cha songrang opa song ni dun gaman yamrang ko mai kai namroro silro ruatna Kana gatamat gen iya na dakchakani bong gen ene kan bonchote agana waha.
Issues And our team in this role is working hard to make sure the benefits of space is being brought to the utility of the people in this region. And we are specifically very happy that we were allowed to host this event while India is having the G20 presidency, which is a follow-up of the events that happened earlier by other space agencies, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine and Indonesia last year. And of course, you will be hearing more about this year's event in the subsequent talks and presentations. And this precursor event is a new element in the SCLM, and it says that taking the space beyond the deal with space activity alone, first with the ambassadors and high commissioners and councillors who will become more aware of those activities of space, and specifically the domain of economy and how it feeds into the national economy. And we hope that the effort being put today by the space community at different levels in each of your nations and for G20 in the future, and we will definitely have the opportunity to translate this SCLM into a formal G20 agenda item in the forthcoming years.
One of the state's objectives is to make space part of the main agenda, the formal agenda. Of course, this will depend on what kind of justification and resolutions we are able to put forward in the meetings that we are having today and in July. For Indian space sector, this is the most opportune time to have this SDL precursor thing, given that India is going through the most significant transition in the space sector in decades. I have full presentation post-lunch on this transition, so I won't take your time in this session. About 15 countries are represented here today by the Chief or Deputy Chief of Mission. The objective of this precursor event is to have enough richness in the discussions so that we can pose some challenging questions for deliberations in July, and also to make it worthwhile for the space leaders to fly down to India to attend the event. Based on what comes out today, you would perhaps facilitate some bilateral or multilateral dialogues to better prepare for July. To this end, both our colleagues, Ambassador Dr. Balakisha and Dr. Chaitanya Gray, will approach you during the breaks. Are you there? Can you just raise your hand? Chaitanya Gray? Yeah. We'll approach you during the breaks to get some insights from you on what will be interesting dialogue in July for your country.